Okay guys, I hope that you can hear me now. I see that now audio is working. um can you let me know, guys? Can you say yes that you can hear me? Awesome, thank you. I don't know, sometime it happens due to some settings, but I really missed a lot of important word that okay, so thank you for that. It's good to be here, that in this live session. This is what we are discussing, that being on live, as you guys are here, always very good to feel good to be with like-minded people. We all are trader, share the same experience and interest. Thank you very much for being here. So let's look at gold again now. Well, what I was looking at gold is, as GBP news coming up, okay, we might see that gold also moving in completely different direction. So if I look at, as you can see, gold yesterday during the news, there has been significant movement to the upside on gold, and gold reached exactly where we discussed in the weekly forex. What is a very interesting fact is that you can see from here, this is the last candle of the week, and gold initially has come down for a pullback and then has gone to exactly where we expected. Now if I look at the 4-hour candle, okay, this 4-hour candle for me looks to me that it's also a bull candle. Okay, we might see further movement to the upside on gold, because this break for me, it's against the trend, and because it's against the trend, we could see that gold, after gathering liquidity, we might expect a bullish move. Okay, so we'll look for gold a bit later as GBP news coming up. Let me look at the JPY. This instrument looks to me that, as the news coming up, looks very volatile, and I think GJ might give us very good trading opportunity. Now GBP JPY, as GBP news coming in just 15 minutes, any kind of pullback will give us an entry. I was waiting for an entry. This instrument, we could see that GJ might have significant movement, because GBP JPY, you can see, after creating an overextended market here, this instrument had a bounce to the upside. And if you look at the bigger picture on GBP JPY, looking at the weekly and especially on the daily, you can see this instrument from the daily perspective, back-to-back 5 days of drop, and has broken this swing low. Okay, because it has broken the swing low, created an overextended market. Now with that overextended market, we can expect GBP JPY, I think that it might go back up again to this resistance line before coming down again, and it might even range in this zone for a long time. But for the time being, what I see, GJ potentially upside. Okay, so as the news is being released, any kind of spike on this instrument to the downside, especially testing this previous resistance here, turning support, will be on live just in 12 minutes. If it come back down with the news announcement, I'll look for buying opportunity this instrument, because this, for me, if you look at this 4-hour candle, there is a doji here. It's a bullish candle followed by a middleman. Now any kind of drop will give us a bullish trading opportunity on GBP JPY. GBP might get stronger, as with the GBP USD, it's already very strong, and we might see this one a pullback. Okay, so let's keep eye on the news coming up on GBP USD. So if we look at the Forex factory calendar, you can see that calendar on GBP USD 4 p.m. GBP news coming up. It's a very important news. GDP, okay, GBP on GDP or GDP on GBP. Sometimes I find it a bit more hard to differentiate, so I have a little bit of dialects here. So GDP on GBP, okay. So yeah, so this is a it's a very important news coming, and the forecast is minus 0.3%, and that, so any deviation from this value could lead GBP to be very volatile. All right, so now from GBP USD perspective, we can see that the market might locally come down. That will give us good entry on for the potential bullish move. But I will be more interested on GBP JPY. What I think that GJ, okay, might give us good entry opportunity if it break back to this support level, right? You know, if it come down here, give us a long week candle, we'll look for short-term buy for this potential move to the upside. All right, so we'll keep that eye on GBP JPY and all the GBP pairs, and let me know, guys, which one you are looking at. Thank you for that. Dollar CAD, can you repeat everything you said just now? Yeah, will be, that's what I missed a lot of word. Morning NASDAQ, please. Yeah, we'll be looking at the dollar Swiss franc. Thank you. Yes, now getting your voice. Thank you very much. Morning to your coach. GBP JPY, Gbpusd, kindly check it. Yep, Kennedy, that's what we are looking at. Thank you for that. Yes, I can hear you. I coach CAT CHF favor. Yeah, so this movement on GBP JPY, as the news coming, this is a downside movement, and that could lead, okay, including the GBP AUD also doing the same thing. Okay, so that could lead gold also some downside. I think that this drop on gold might give us entry opportunity. Let me see. Okay, if we see that GBP, you know, getting weaker, that could boost the DXY, and short term we might see the downside on gold. Alright, so you see that, let me see, with the news release, this is the gold chart on the 1 hour. You can see from this level there has been a significant bullish move on gold. Now with this strong bullish move, okay, what we saw that there was a consolidation here, and yet you see that currently the price is coming down. I think that this downside will give us another opportunity for short-term buy, because any kind of strong movement, this structure is a bullish structure, and breaking against the trend is always an opportunity for going long on this kind of instrument. So with that respect, if we look at the 15 minutes, we saw this local breakdown. I think this 15 minutes break, if we see that gold with the news release on GBP, if had a spike coming down to this level 1952 1950 level, we might find an entry opportunity for another bullish move to the upside on this instrument. Okay, so we'll keep watching to find best trade possible, and then we will be going for it. So looking back on GBP JPY, this one also very volatile now. GBP JPY, if we look at the 4 hour, we can see that All right, so yeah, I will be interested on GBP/JPY once we'll see that retest of this level. Okay, on GJ, keep that on. Looking at going back to gold, you see this is the 1 hour 20 MA. If gold is testing this level and rejecting on the lower time frame, we can look for potential buying. Now in the 5 minutes time frame, this is a potentially bearish price action, but it's a long-term uptrend. That's why I'm not being interested to sell. We might see short-term drop to this level 1950, 1952. This break is completely against the trend, and anytime we could see after testing this level again going back to the range. And you can see this is a channel. The price was moving on gold on the lower time frame on the 5 minutes, and with this channel, okay, the price below this channel, and we can expect it to come down. And as the news being released, we look for potential buying opportunity on gold. Still bullish. If you look at the daily, we can see the price just has crossed the daily opening and closing zone. Okay, and from that zone we have seen, so this is the daily candle. You can see very strongly bull market. Now at some point we could see that reversal, but still I think it's still, you know, lower time frame we still can look for bullish trade on gold. But you see this is the daily doji here. That could be the limit for gold this week. Now if you haven't watched my weekly forex forecast, then I recommend you to watch it. Now according to weekly forex forecast, this is what I mentioned, where this is the resistance, and from that level the price, this is where we can see, this is where we see that this is the limit. I think that slowly we could see bigger picture perspective, some downside, but from lower time frame still there could be range or further movement. All right, I will still look for bullish until I see a very clean reversal pattern. Okay, so looking at okay, so we'll keep that eye. I'm mainly looking at GJ and gold, and also other GBP pairs. So 2 minutes to go for this news to come up. All right guys, so let's look at what about jumping into sell on CAD CHF. You want to jump on the sell on CAD CHF. Let me look at that CAD CHF quickly. CAD CHF. Okay, yeah, CAD CHF is a highly bearish market, but you know, there is a significant drop in this market. I think might not move much further anymore because this market is overly extended. There could be a strong breakdown, but if you look at the daily, you can see the market already has a significant drop without proper pullback. It's not a good idea to sell at the moment in this market. If it grabs liquidity from the top properly, looking for selling is a good idea, but not at all as buying in this market. Definitely selling is a good idea, but after pullback, okay, you can see it's in an impulse, almost at the end of the impulse. We can expect now proper pullback, and then we can look for selling opportunity. Okay, so gold, as I mentioned on the lower time frame, let's see gold, which is with the news on GBP. Okay, highly likely it will test this now. This 1 hour 20 EMA, so it might come down to 1950 zone. All right, anytime reversal you look for buying. So we'll keep eye on gold, and that means that GBP might be getting weaker for short term. Okay, so from 15 minutes on GBP JPY, there is a bullish candle as news is been released. I will be going long. It's a risky trade, but I'm going long on GBP JPY because there could be a spike and it can give me the profit. It might be spike to the downside, so a bit more risky trade. Make sure you do only on demo account and do proper risk management. Okay. Shit. Before I send it to the VIPs, it's gone to the upside. Okay, so GBP JPY, as soon as we open, this is gone to the upside. Let me see if it is coming down for a pullback. I think we are entry late. I don't know how many of you have been able to catch the trade. It's a bullish trade, as I mentioned. It might come down back now. Like if you're on the trade, the best way is to take 50% off and then move the stop loss. I'll be doing that because I can't take, advise what you should do with your trading account, but I'll take 50% profit and then that's ridiculously might see that downside again. Okay, all right, so might grab liquidity from the support now. Okay, so from where we started, it's there. Okay, so because the market is very volatile, any kind of movement again to the upside, I'm expecting it to move up. All right, okay, so I'm going in profit now. It's a very, very interesting price action. So let's look at gold in the meantime, what it has happened. Gold has GJ is running gold. I think, as I mentioned, gold has come to it has broken against the trend. We might find bullish movement on gold. All right guys, so I think it might on the 4-hour candle closed. And GBP/JPY, I'm almost at my entry. So looking at gold, I think gold might let me see. Okay, so GBP/JPY formed this shooting star on the 5 minutes. I think that's a from the 4-hour. So very quick timing, guys. Yeah, gold might go up for short-term perspective. Okay, so GJ, there are the 1-hour candle close. I'm almost near my entry. This is a very quick response from GBP/JPY due to the news. Okay, gold. And the market is volatile. It's just move without any reason. So GJ, leave that on. Okay, gold after testing this level, now it's moving up for the 15 minutes. what's happening with so GJ is a very quick call. Okay, I just took the profit and closed. Anyone has opened any GBP JPY trade, it was a very fast, guys. Even before we open, it has gone to the upside without any notice. So it was a very, because of the news. Okay, let's look at okay, so there's a gap opening on gold on the lower time frame. To go long on gold, gonna be okay. GBP JPY might move up again. It grabbed liquidity, so 2 times it crossed this one here. Now it grabbed significant liquidity from this level. Now we could see now movement because back to back once twice from the 20 EMA. Okay, so we could see that GJ might be moving up again. Let me see, it's a 15 minutes candle. How this one is closing, I might add a position here. Let me see. It will really depend on how this one is closing here. If it closes as a long wick doji, yeah, there is a probability now to move up. GBP JPY, I entered at 19. My entry was at 180.29 in the first trade, and it was very fast because of the news. The call was very fast. There's nothing we can do, sometime it happens. So now we really need to see that the market, if this 15 minutes candle closing as a not as a bearish candle, as above, then we can expect it to move up. But if it is a strong rejection, then let's keep that on. Let me see the gold. Okay, this one GJ, I'm expecting it to close as a narrower doji. Okay, so if it is closing as a narrower doji, then we can expect further upside movement. Okay, so yeah, like this, very narrow means that the buying happened here, and also it tested the 20 EMA. It has a liquidity in it, and in that case we can expect it to, yeah, okay, so that's what we need, a very strong buying from the support level. All right, so yeah, that's a bullish candle to me. Anything can happen. As I mentioned that it was a very fast trade. I closed with profit once it has gone up. Now it's moving in the direction. Okay, so from 1 hour, from 4 hour, I don't know if it triggers liquidity further. So this is the 15 minutes candle, back to back 2 candles, quite a few liquidity trigger. We could see, we can expect it to move up and break this high. So let's look at gold also form that bullish candle. I think that gold also this is a kind of, for me, it's an inverted head and shoulder, and we can expect gold to move to the upside. It grabbed enough liquidity, so this one, and with that up on GJ. Okay, in the 5 minutes. Okay, so there is a, you can see in the 5 minutes we can see that there is a very good liquidity gap in that zone, and it might retest this level again along this 180.26. Okay, looking at the GBP/USD. Okay, so GBP/USD also had a locally drop. That's also massive liquidity grab. Let me look at all of the pairs, guys, to see. So gold after this candle close, there is a significant movement. I'll just look at all of them to see in fact which one is doing what. So AUD looks stronger because of the you say the gold is fully related with AUD. CHF/JPY also looks bullish. So JPY pairs looks bullish, including the Euro/JPY, Euro NZD, except GBP AUD has come to test the daily 20 EMA. Now GJ, yeah, I think GBP JPY might go finally to test the 4-hour 20 EMA. If we look at the daily, we can see that this market, in fact, from the daily perspective, had this is a long-term bull market, has come down to the support. We can expect this market to come back and to move up to that level. So yeah, we can expect is to go up further, even to this daily 20 EMA. There is a probability for, yeah, so I might enter again for GBP JPY for long-term holding. I think that GJ might go back slowly to this resistance zone here. Okay, resistance zone, and there is a very high probability we'll wait for entry on this one. And in the meantime, guys, if you want to see all the trade that I'm opening, and also if you want to learn the strategy that I'm trading, you can join us. There is a link in the description area. You can visit the website. Also, once you are on the website, click join now button, then you will be able to access everything that on GBPJP, you can access all the strategies that I'm using, and also trade with me, access the VIP chat group, access all the trading tools that I have. I would recommend you to do that, because this will really help you to grow as a trader if you want to speed up your learning and growing. So from 30 minutes perspective on GJ, what we see that there is a doji, and this is also for me potentially bullish candle. All right, so with that on gold as well, so we're simultaneously looking at both of them, GBP, JPY and gold. Okay, so this one on 5 minutes. Basically it was a massive liquidity grab on GJ, and we are still on the, for those who didn't close maybe on the trade yet, if you are on the GBP JPY trade, what's your entry? Can you let me know if you are on the trade, to know exactly how you're doing? How many of you on GJ trade still, and what's your entry on this? Because the trade was very fast. Sometimes it happens. Thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, I think you see this is the 1 hour chart. The price is just has come near the 20 MA, had a bounce. Okay, so direct 180.316, very good. I'm in the same I was on 29, very good. Trade waiting, thank you. 47, so chesty you okay, so it's a high. Okay, 28, very good. 43, 37, okay. Okay, so you see that most of our almost nearly where the price is. Okay, except just you are a bit high. I think you're almost there. Okay, Simba, okay, so you are in a very good place. Thanks, coach. Blessing to you and your loved one. Thank you very much, Parabolic. Appreciate it. Also blessing to you. 180.29, Jacob, very good. So you are also in a very good place. So basically I hope that this level will hold, because there is a multiple time liquidity grab, and so okay, so Tony is a bit, I think you're almost, yeah, it was very fast trade, that's why it just has gone. Loda 32, okay, very good, Loda. So okay, I would now from the daily, again looking at the daily on GJ. Okay, so because it had a bounce from the support level, I think today we could see GJ has gone up, and we could see that GJ going to the test the 20 EMA, because the price is well below the 20 EMA, unless if it wants to get a very strong spike, that's a different story, but should be able to see GJ hitting 180.96 at least today, or slowly, because if it reverses from here, you'll see every day again creating like this bullish candle and going back to the resistance line. Okay, so there is, yeah, so there could be probability for this move. Now this 1 hour candle has a retest of this zone and has made this move. So from the 30 minutes, we see that double doji. Now the only thing here is a long week. Okay. Thank you very much. Will Gbpusd will be sell for, okay. Okay, Gbpusd, no, Gbpusd I'm not gonna sell because it's a very strongly bull market. Now you can see on the 30 minutes, Gbpusd forming another bullish engulfer. All right, I think it will prepare for another movement. From the 20 EMA retest on the 1 hour is forming a bullish engulfer. So I will not be a seller in this kind of bullish market. You see this 30 minutes candle is closing as a bullish engulfer. If it wants to grab liquidity further, it's a different story, but it's bullish market, and I think that, you know, for longer term perspective, we can expect it to move to the upside. Gbpusd is strongly bullish, even, you know, stronger than GBP/JPY. As you can see, gold is heading to the upside, right? So there is a probability for, you know, this instrument to continue to rise. So GJ is just heading in that area, in that zone. Okay, so this is the 5 minutes candle. We want to see that, you know, forming a doji will give us a probability for another movement. So what I'm expecting, an inverted head and shoulder here, and then continuation to the upside. Okay. Gold, yeah, so gold at there. Now good day to all. Thank you very much. Thanks for this. So let me look at now on other pairs, that what they are doing. So from GBP CAD also you saw that AUD CAD is very, so AUD pairs getting very strongly bullish, including I think Aussie yen might be, you see this one has a significant drop, and we might see that Aussie yen also changing, you know, moving up to the resistance zone. Aussie yen, you can see this one also overextended to the downside. The trend, if you look at the daily trend, is very important, because when the price normally moves according to the daily, mostly you will see the daily trend is very important, because from the daily trend you will see the market normally follows this pattern, because daily chart is very reliable, and I use, you know, frequently daily chart for clear direction in the market. Okay, and from that perspective you can see that AUDJPY from the daily perspective has come back to this liquidity zone and had a bounce. I think, you know, I could be wrong at any point, but I think that Aussie yen might go back to this resistance zone here, very highly likely, because the trend is up and we see that significant movement towards the upside. Okay, all right guys, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Every day and every weekend I do post a lot of content to help traders in their journey. And in the meantime, if you are looking for a regulated broker that you can rely on, our recommended broker is EverTrade. So you can use EverTrade link. Okay, they are regulated. I'm giving a link also in the live chat. There's a link in the description. You can click the link and then register for free. I'll recommend you to start trading with a regulated broker. So any capital that you deposit, $100 or 100,000 is in your safe hand. Anytime withdrawal, deposit is very swift and clear. So you can click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. So let's see now, as I mentioned, that AUD pairs look very stronger, so Aussie yen could be stronger. Now on GBP/JPY, this one might be forming a doji. So from 15 minutes, let me see, and 5 minutes. So okay, so we can expect it to form an inverted head and shoulder and potential upside on GJ. So it's still maintaining bullish market structure, so we can still expect to move up. Gold had a, you know, when we were talking about the GBP/JPY, gold had in fact significant movement. There's a gap opening here. Let me see. Now this kind of gap opening is very nicely predictable. I will be releasing a very important lesson this weekend, guys, on the gap opening as well. You can watch that. Make sure you give a, you know, you subscribe to the channel. So okay, so GJ, let me see what it is trying to do. Getting liquidity again. Or it might be gathering liquidity further. Let's see. It might need more liquidity. It might need further liquidity. Okay, so we look at this level here. It might break this low now. Might break this 18 on 8016. It's the 5 minutes chart. Check that out. So gold is, so this break on gold was a pure liquidity grab in that area. Now with that liquidity grab, it has gone up to this level here where there is a, see, the market was moving in this channel, and with that movement the price has broken against the trend, has gone up to the level, and from that zone we could see again heading to the upside. So going back to GJ, okay, so looking at GBP USD, this appear very volatile today on GBP USD as well. This market is very strongly bullish, and if we look at from 30 minutes perspective, a bullish candle. So it's a very strongly bullish price action on GBP USD, as it has crossed this doji here on the 4 hour. Still this candle not closed. I think we could see further bullish move as GBP news been released, we could see that GBP is remaining still bullish. So on GJ we might see some up and down in that area yet. Okay, make sure guys always do proper risk management. As you can see, trading is all about doing the risk management. Now from the 30 minutes, it's closing as a doji. Now this instrument might need liquidity further. Now from this candle, if it doesn't, if it is not able to break this high, it might liquidity from downside. Now from the 5 minutes, let me see. Okay, so it might come down for bigger liquidity, or so this is the channel, right? Okay, GBP/JPY might it might break this low. Okay, the matter of fact, might break this low, and then we could see that again moving towards the upside. Okay, so it depends on how it is forming here. But at this point, it's not a good idea to be. Yeah, very good, Laura. Yeah, it's very very volatile at the moment because of this, and still very volatile. And if it managed to break to the upside, we'll see that movement. But I think that because this is the channel, now it once had created this long wick candle, and at some point you will see that GJ is going up to break this high. Okay, as I mentioned, it depends on how the price action is reacting here. Again, it's trying to break to the upside, and if it managed to break to the upside, you should be able to see that movement. Now from the 30 minutes perspective, what I would do is that if I'm, if I were in a trade, as I mentioned, I closed earlier, I would close at break even to see how it is doing, and then if I need it, I would be entering again. Okay, because so let's see how it is forming this price action here. Now gold, I think gold set for another movement to the upside. Now from the 1 hour, which is a very strongly bullish, gold, I think, yeah, gold, very high probability for gold. We could see that gold, you can see this is the daily chart, very strongly bullish, and I think that gold might be breaking this resistance, so we can expect gold to break, the way I see, 1967-68. even it could continue to rise because very strong momentum on this market, and we could see that gold, the weight has formed, which is, you can see after this liquidity gap twice, it grabbed liquidity here. Yeah, along this, especially on the 5 minutes, once I'll see that gather liquidity from here, I will be looking for buying opportunity on gold. Right, so let's see, any trade coming along the way, definitely I'll be sharing with you also, guys. Okay, if you want to trade with me also, you can join us. There is a link in the description area, and also link at the top of the chat. Join the free Telegram channel, link at the top of the chat. Also, I'm sharing the free Telegram channel link in the live chat. So any update, any educational content, any trade we run, also I do share updates on the free Telegram channel link. So I'm giving you guys the free Telegram channel link, so you can click the link and then join and stay connected. So GJ, okay, so GJ might break this low. The fact is that it might break this low and then could move up. Okay, from 1 hour. If it managed to reverse from here with a couple of dodges, then we might see it's testing this here, going back to 180, 47, 48. Very, very volatile. Now dollar and JPY. Okay, so JPY and dollar, both are safe haven. So the relationship between JPY and dollar is basically, both are considered as safe haven. Normally, as I mentioned, it's coming down again. So normally JPY, when dollar is very stronger, JPY gets weaker. Normally they are a little bit of inversely related because of the investment investment policy. So JPY mostly safe haven. Okay, in any time of crisis, any time of what I can say, that economic turmoil, economic downturn, if you see any bad news about the economy, you'll see that JPY get stronger. Gold and JPY get stronger because of the economy, because of the safe haven. Thing this 15 minutes candle on gold, which is a bullish candle. Just looking at so gold, as you can see, it has formed this inverted head and shoulder in that area and has broken to the upside. Now with that breakout, any kind of drop or long wick candle, I'll be entering for buy position on gold as soon as I will find that entry. So we saw that GJ has dropped back. As I mentioned, it just has come down for deeper liquidity gap. So you might see that Gbpjpy from 1 hour and lower time perspective, it might come back down here again for further, but still we can expect Gbpjpy to go up again to test this level. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to end the session. I will be coming on live again in the next session, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this live, and I want to see you in the next live. And in the meantime, if you want to check out our website, link in the description area, and also link at the top of the chat for the free Telegram channel link. Make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So with that said, I'll see you soon in the next live and also in the VIP. Thank you. Talk soon.